I walked out the house today like I had my shit together. Hair wasn't done. I had yogurt on my shirt, but guess what? I still shredded like I was Beyonce with a stroller and a dog leash. Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Girl Mom era. This is crazy. Delusional confidence is wild, but hey, I just don't have the energy sometimes to go outside with looking clean all the time. Like, I'm just tired. I just want to get the dog on a walk so she can come back and eat her food and sleep and stop terrorizing my cat and everybody in the house. And having a toddler is just wild because they just want to make a mess all the time. And it's just crazy. It's just sometimes you don't have control over what you want and what you can keep clean. Like sometimes a wipe does not wipe everything off, but you gotta go, you know? It's like being a mom. Anyways, my baby's in Toronto visiting family, Zaire. So I'm just here with my two older ones. But I got a couple of stories today. So one is pretty short. Like can we just talk about how out to order Caribbean men are? I'm walking down the street with Shiloh and I'm literally wearing pink sweatpants, a pink top, and just walking her like nothing revealing, pretty bummy. And this guy comes, he's obviously Jamaican. He comes up to me while I'm walking down the street with Shiloh and he's like he wants to say something to me. So I stop. And this guy said, is your poom poom fat in your shorts? And I literally looked at him and I started dying and I just walked away. He kept looking back. I was just crying. I was like, this is the most degrading thing that you could tell a woman, even though that's a Jamaican thing that is Caribbean men from yard who are just doing their thing. Excuse my nails, they're like messed up. They're breaking now. Finally, they're all grown. But yeah, I was just walking. I was like, oh my God. Like, and you know what's crazy is a girl said that to me when I used to live at the housing for young moms and I put her in her place. I was like, okay, like, you know, I just found it. I've always found that saying like very degrading. I never liked it, even though I'm Caribbean myself. I just never liked it. And I just thought it was very annoying when people say that to me or men say that to me. I'm just like, oh my God, here we go again. Even though in the Caribbean, it's a compliment. But like for me, I just find it annoying. I just don't like it. It was just very gross. It was funny because like I laughed because it was hilarious because when people just stop you, you're not really expecting what comes out their mouth. So that was very unexpected. I mean, it made my day, made me laugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah. So I've been going through a spiritual cleanse, cutting off a lot of people without explanation because I don't need to explain myself. I just feel like it's time for me to just cut off people that I feel like are draining me. And I just want to just do my own thing. And just people who I feel like are not even going to be friends or don't look at me as a friend, but just don't say it because of whatever they feel like they're benefiting from. But for me, I just feel like I'm cutting off a lot of people. And it's no drama for me. If you want to create drama, that's on your time. You can create drama with yourself, look in the mirror. But for me, I'm just focused on myself, my kids, and my nail training and working next week because I'm going to be going full force working and training because my kids are going to be in daycare and summer camp. So I'm just very much like in the zone right now of just trying to just cleanse, focus on myself. I mean, I've been through a lot, especially in my relationship right now and just myself. And I'm just trying to let go of a lot of things that I don't have control over. And just, I'm spiritually listening to my guides, God, and what I need to do. And I've been told to cut off a lot of people, cleanse, realign myself, focus on myself, let go of control and rest easy. Don't, overindulge in things that are gonna cause me like health issues or anything like that. So that's what I'm focused on. And I'm just really trying my best to kind of stay afloat and trying to get in the zone and focus on a lot of things. Especially, I want to get back into my music as well more. Um, because I just miss the music. I have a lot of things that I need to get off my chest. A lot of my music comes from heartbreak, real experiences that I've experienced, a lot of heartbreak in past relationships I'm in now, and I just really need to get it out there. So I am currently working. I need to book another vocal lesson with my teacher. Still working on a song, but now that I'll be able to get some money coming in, I'll be able to pay for more look at lessons and studio time and yeah, just doing my best. But I just feel like you guys, let this be a lesson to you and learn, like, don't feel like you owe an explanation for cutting people off because you don't, and assert your boundaries. And if they don't respect it, you already know authorities in line. But I just anything to cleanse your life and move on to the next step. And some people are just not meant to come with you. Some people are just meant to be supporters and from afar. And when I mean from afar, they're not really supporters. They either are jealous or insecure of your talent or your fame or whatever you do. So I'm also a big talker on TikTok where a lot of people want to connect with me and talk to me outside of TikTok, which is fine, it's cool. But I'm no longer doing that anymore, especially giving my numbers or whatever like, on my like social media because I just find people are just draining and it's a lot of using energy and I just personally just don't have the energy for it anymore. I don't have the time and I'll just stick to TikTok or talking on TikTok. My spiritual time is big and my cards are real and I do things for people who I know, even who I know that like really do need it or just being there because they just want to like they're just taking readings and they're not applying the lessons that need to be applied, and I don't have the energy to entertain that energy anymore. I have to just let people go and let them live their life and do their thing because I'm on a different wavelength. I don't judge people for the decisions that they make obviously, but once I start feeling like it's draining me, I'm just no longer gonna entertain it anymore. So yeah, and I just recommend that you guys do that too with people in your life because it doesn't make sense for you to keep things there that don't have or not built on proper foundation, and they're just there to take your energy and use you for what you got, whatever. That could be people from my past, could be people I just met. It doesn't matter. Once I feel like that energy is in the air, I'm cutting it off, and I've been doing that with a lot of people lately. You know, like a lot of people just don't understand why, but you're not meant to understand why. Only I am. And some people know what they did, but what they do behind people's backs. Yeah, just like you don't want it to come out. I don't need to give you an explanation. So yeah, guys, prioritize your peace first. Prioritize your family, your kids, whatever it is to you that's important. You know, stop letting these energies out here drain you and use you for what you have. You know, there's a lot of people out here who actually really do need your energy and will actually put in the work and effort to actually have it there. Don't allow any of that to cloud your judgment or stuff like that. So yeah, but it is. I am getting ready for the chaos of dropping babies to daycare and summer camp and then going to work, and then it's gonna be a crazy routine, but I know I can do it. I sometimes thrive on chaos, but I'm working to just organize and stuff like that. But I thrive on chaos sometimes. I just came from a chaotic upbringing. I know, I'm into the whole rushing, 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 but my goal is to take my time, breathe, and just kind of organize everything the night before, which I always do with J-Brown when it comes to school. So I am going to do that for the rest of the summer. I also want to do some family trips where I want to be able to go to Niagara Falls and experience the little arcades with them now. Last time I went there was J-Brown was a baby. He was a year and not even walking yet. But I want to go there and with all the kids and just have fun and go back there. I don't know when I'm gonna go, but definitely before school starts. And just kind of have a moment there and just thrive and just like spend time with them and the family and work on getting my license, which is a plan. Because I do want to be driving within the next year or so. So yeah, I just see myself driving and with the kids and going places and like just having fun, not having to always like take a Uber and whatnot, and like just being able to go to Costco, pack my stuff, especially the Costco in Niagara Falls, because the Costco in Niagara Falls is not a business center, it's the shopping center. And they even have dog toys. So I want to go there. Like, one day I might just have to like take the bus there or Uber there and just go, like, and just like shop there without getting lost. But yeah, I just have so much ahead of me that I just really need to get into stuff. But yeah, let's speak about the mommy chaos here. So Jelani, like I think it was like 2 days ago, he was driving me nuts. Like this today, let's talk about the past 2 days. So the first day, this guy would not stop whining, just whining for everything. Nothing's wrong with him, He's just whining for everything, throwing things down the stairs, jumping on the couch, laughing, running school buses into the dog, the cat, my foot, throwing food all the time. Like, even when the dog is not there, just for no reason. It's so exhausting. And I'm just like, boy, are you ever gonna stop? And he's just looking at me, he's laughing with the smirk on his face. No, there's no like, he. Stop doing it. Then like he just had this flow of like jumping on his brother, like jumping on Javion on his back, and like every time Javion would sit down on the couch or on the floor, he's going behind him and jumping on him and holding on to him so tightly. And I'm like, yo, you need to stop, Jelani, stop. And he started laughing until I have to get up, and then he stops. Like, I just leave him alone. And then he'll take his school bus and he'll drive it like, cause when Javion's on the TV, as you could probably hear him now, but when Javion's on the TV playing his PS5, Johnny will go and drive the bus on the TV stand to like block him, and then sometimes just throw it at him. Sometimes he threw it. One day he also threw a toy at Javon's face, and Javon had to just hold it. Like, Mom, he threw a toy at me. So that toy instantly got taken away. And the other day he kept taking the school bus and driving it over the dog crate here. And the dog doesn't like that. The dog thinks it's annoying, like you're in her territory, so she keeps driving and driving. And I keep telling him to stop. I keep telling him to stop, and he's not stopping. So I had to yank that school bus, and he couldn't get it. And he said, "Grace, you can cry. That's fine. You're not getting it back because I told you more than once to stop doing it, and you're not listening." So yeah. But it's so funny if my boyfriend was here, he would not be doing any of this. He'd be playing nicely, being quiet. He'll whine a little bit, but not as much as when he's not here. So it's crazy how the roles, the gender roles switch and dynamic switches when it's a guy versus a girl. And then today he took his shoe, right? And he put it into the dog water. And yesterday he was trying to come in the dog crate with the dog and sit there. Are you a dog too? What are you doing? He's like, no. Out the crate. We don't need to be doing this nonsense right now. So it's just pure chaos this week. Well, last week and on the weekend. And it's just like, I'm hoping for a better week this week. But yeah, it's just wild and crazy. And you got to be grateful for it. I'm grateful for the chaos. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for the learning lessons. I'm grateful for everything, okay? But I gotta yell and vent sometimes. Anyways, that is gonna conclude this episode of Diapers, a Drama, and a Dash of Delusion. Y'all stay on your background mom era and enjoy the rest of your week, and pray for me, guys, because it's gonna be a long week. Bye, guys.